All right, welcome to the stream, everybody. Hello, hello. That was Joyce Manor, Catalina Fight Song off of their album, Never Hungover Again. Classic. This is Kid Icarus. I first played Kid Icarus on the Wii Virtual Console back in the day. I had this game and Donkey Kong Jr., I had Mega Man, I had Ninja Gaiden, Castlevania. Most of my experience with the NES library was through the Wii Virtual Console. And I loved Kid Icarus Uprising when I was a teenager, and I wanted to like this game. I wanted to like it a lot. I did not like Kid Icarus for the longest time, though. Mainly because this is a strategy guide game, or I guess more accurately, an instruction manual game, because it does not convey its mechanics at all. It's very challenging the first couple of levels, like you're gonna get your ass whooped, and also you walk into empty rooms and you're like, what's going on here? Why are there just random rooms? Everything seems arbitrary. But once you read the instruction manual and you know how this game works and how it functions, it's actually really fun, even though it starts out really freaking challenging. This is one of a handful of games I can think of that gets easier as you play it. But Kid Icarus, it's basically if you took Mario, Metroid, and Zelda and threw it in a blender. And I really dig this game. It's got a cool vibe, a cool gameplay loop, even though it is really hard and frustrating, especially at the beginning. But once you learn how to play it, it's a lot of fun. So we're gonna play it here on the stream. This is gonna be, my second stream of Kid Icarus, I think. We're playing the original NES version, but there was a really good remaster on the 3DS. Not Kid Icarus Uprising, that was a totally different game on its own. Great game, amazing game, but I'm talking about the 3D Classics remake of Kid Icarus. This game uses a password feature, one of the most evil passwords ever. It's case sensitive. I think the Famicom Disk System version had a save feature, much like Famicom Disk System Metroid did, but yeah, let's hop into this. So the first thing about Kid Icarus is there's like two secret mechanics going on here, right? You have a score, and when your score meets a certain threshold, you get more health, you level up. But there's also an invisible score called skill points, I think, and basically skill points are like they're given to you when you kill enemies, when you walk into rooms, just any rooms. If you do certain arbitrary things, it makes Pit more powerful, and the game never explains that. I think it explains that in the instruction manual. I know it tells you that your score gives you more health, but those are the two kind of invisible mechanics of Kid Icarus that make the game frustrating if you don't know about it. Again, this game isn't very good about conveyance and showing you like what's going on and how the game works. It's definitely a read the instruction manual before you play a game. Like, look at this. I'm gonna go into this room. There's nothing in here. And the reason there's nothing in here is that you need a certain score before the dude spawns in here. I think he gives you an upgrade. And I think the only way to get this is if you grind on the enemies, which you can do. I'm pretty sure enemies spawn... I don't think they spawn infinitely, but you can grind in this game for sure to get your score up. In fact, we're gonna do it in this first level. Hey Mick, what's happening? Hope you're having a nice weekend. Welcome to Kid Icarus. I'm gonna beat this game, but this might be a long stream because this game is tough. It does get easier as you go on. I can't think of a ton of games like Kid Icarus that start off really hard, but then it actually mellows out by the end of the game. But I love this game. It took me a long time to really appreciate Kid Icarus as like for me, a top 10 NES game. But it's got such a cool vibe, and it's like if you took Mario and Zelda and Metroid and you put it all in a blender. You got the platforming of Mario, you've got the dungeon crawling of Zelda, and you run and shoot like Samus in Metroid. And also, it kind of just looks like Metroid. I don't know if it's the character designs or just the pixel art, or the void in the background. It's very Metroid-esque to me, and I think this was made by R&D1, who also made Metroid. Let me check the audio levels real quick. I'm gonna kill these guys because the game looks quiet in the mix board. Hold up, turn it up a little bit. Looks a little bit quiet. Let me know how it sounds. But yeah, hope we're having a good weekend. Welcome, Mick. Gonna play some Kid Icarus tonight. This is the harp item. It turns enemies into mallets, which was another thing that I did not understand as a kid. But the mallets come in handy during the dungeons, which there are, I think, 3 of in total. But yeah, so I had this on the virtual console growing up, and I just didn't get it. Like, I didn't understand why certain rooms were empty, what certain items did. I don't even think I made it past level 2 when I was playing this on the virtual console growing up, because the first couple of levels are so hard. But once you read the instruction manual or a game facts or a strategy guide, whatever, and you learn the esoteric mechanics of Kid Icarus, it's like, oh, I get what's going on here. I understand how this works. But if you just play the game itself, it does not convey any of that at all. It's like old school NES design. And when I say old school, I mean old school. I think this game predates Metroid. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure, at least in America, Kid Icarus came out before Metroid did. Hey, Taldell, what's happening? Hope you're having a good weekend. You had this game. I wish I owned NES games physically. My experience with the NES library is pretty much solely through emulation and the virtual console. So like Nestopia on my gateway computer back in the day, and then Wii and Wii U virtual console. I've never actually seen an NES out in the wild, but I had hella NES games on virtual console. I had DK Jr., Kid Icarus, Ninja Gaiden, Yoshi, which is a slept-on puzzle game. I was actually surprised to learn that people don't like Yoshi. But that's one of my favorite puzzle games. It's up there with Dr. Mario and Honey Pop. That chalice that refills your health. I'm gonna go into this room. This is a gambling game. I don't know if it's randomized or if it's static, but I'm pretty sure in this one you just go like clockwise, maybe. You ate some mushrooms. Now, when you say that, are you referring to mushrooms of like the psilocybic variety or like shiitake mushrooms? Yeah, I can never tell if these gambling rooms are randomized or if they're the same every time. I was told that they're the same every time, but maybe I'm just too dumb to remember the pattern that you're supposed to do. Yo, what's your guys' mushroom tier list? I'm gonna tell you right out the gate, portobello mushrooms are triple S tier right there. Okay, we're about to get some grinding going. First, I gotta kill the Grim Reaper, which I don't know if anyone else finds it funny, but when I was younger, it cracked me up that he just starts spazzing out. Especially in Kid Icarus Uprising, because he's gigantic and he just starts stomping around, tweaking out. The Reapets aren't that bad, so if you get caught by the Grim Reaper, you know, it's not that bad. But these guys take a bunch of hits to kill, but they give you a decent amount of points, which we need. I want at least 20,000 score to upgrade my health. You can technically grind in this level to max out your health at like 200,000, but that takes forever. So we're gonna get 20,000 or maybe 50,000. So a little bit of grinding towards the end of this level. Hopefully I don't die. That's another thing about this game that makes it challenging. You have infinite continues and you have passwords, but you don't have lives in a level. So if you die in a level, you have to restart from scratch, which can be very time consuming, especially early on in the game when you don't have any upgrades or anything. You played this before you knew how to read, you didn't know you could upgrade. Yeah, and I wouldn't even blame you, because I don't think the instruction manual tells you all of the mechanics of this game. Like, it explains a lot about how this game works, like how leveling up works. Which, again, the game itself does not convey any of that to you, because this is a game from like 86 or 87. But I cannot recommend enough, if you're gonna play Kid Icarus, gonna grind here, by the way. If you're gonna play Kid Icarus, consult a game facts or the instruction manual before you play it. So, you know what's going on in this game. So you can grind these guys infinitely. They're a little tricky, the timing. You basically gotta shoot them right before they pop up and then duck. But we can grind for hearts, which hearts are currency. I don't think I've said that yet. You can buy stuff from the shop with hearts. They do not heal you. But in addition to grinding for hearts, we're gonna get our score up. I think I'm gonna shoot for 20,000, but I don't know. If we get a good rhythm going, I might go for 50k to upgrade our health even further. But if I die to these guys, I gotta restart the whole level. So it's kind of a risky investment, but it's worth it. You don't have to grind, by the way. You can beat this game without grinding at all, but it definitely makes the experience a lot, maybe not easier, because this is still a pretty tough game, but it makes it a lot less ball busting. Also, the soundtrack to this game, shout out Hip Tanaka. Freaking love Kid Icarus' soundtrack. And then I think Uprising, they got Motoi Sakuraba, who's another one of my favorite video game composers, to do the Uprising soundtrack. But Hip Tanaka, the OG, Hip Tanaka did the NES soundtrack, and I think maybe Myths and Monsters on Game Boy. Myths and Monsters is good. It's a lot easier, it's a lot less ball busting than this game is, but I think I recommend NES Kid Icarus over Myths and Monsters. I think the challenge of this game makes it more rewarding than Myths and Monsters, which is a pretty easy game. Still good. Like, if you want a 2D Kid Icarus side-scrolling experience that won't, like, bust your balls, play Myths and Monsters, but this game is a classic. It took me a long time to appreciate it, though. I did not like this game for the longest time. Back in the day when I was playing it on Virtual Console, I'm pretty sure I didn't even make it past level 2, like, for the longest time. So we got 20k. We can beat the level and then get our health upgrade, or we can shoot for 50k. I think I'm just gonna beat the level, though. It would take forever for us to grind to 50k, and I don't want to sit here and grind for an hour before even, like, getting into the game proper, you know? There are plenty of avenues to level up. Power up! So we got our health upgraded. And the cool thing about completing a level is it saves your state, so to speak. So if I die, let me show you. By the way, this is one of those games, screen scroll kills you, which I'm not a fan of, but it becomes less testicular as the game goes on. Thematically, it kind of makes sense that the game starts off so hard because Pit is in hell. Like, Medusa kidnapped Pit and threw him in the underworld prison. So the first couple of levels, you're escaping out of hell. And then you're on the surface world, the human world. And then the end of the game is in the sky. It's in the Palutena land, the angel land. So thematically, it makes sense that this game starts off so ball-busting. But, yeah, I can't think of a ton of video games that get easier as it goes on instead of harder. Can you grind for the Sword of Kings in this game? Yeah, Pit can grind for the Sword of Kings and then obliterate Gygus and his cronies. That was crazy. I thought I had missed like 3 streams of yours, Mick, and then you were like, oh no, you didn't miss anything. I just exploded everybody with my mind. I'm gonna go ahead and die. You don't want to take any hits until like the end of this level because there are some jumpy enemies that kind of look like the Octoroks from Zelda. And they will rock your shit. But this is such a cool game. Stylistically, the enemy design, the soundtrack. Like, I appreciated this game as a kid for those reasons, and I really wanted to like it, but I was like, damn, this game is hard, and also I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. And then years later, I replayed it, and I peeped out the instruction manual, and I went, oh, okay. That's why that happens. Like the idea of games that get easier. Yeah, it's cool. An inverse difficulty curve. I definitely have played other games that do that, but I can't think of any off the dome, just immediately off top. These enemies, they're called Specnos, and they look like little Groucho Marx. These guys are great. The enemy design in Kid Icarus is so goofy. Can't think of many, aside from like Oblivion. I feel like a lot of Western RPGs, depending on how you play it, could fall under that category. Wario Poltergeist. Spooky. You know, for as much as I want a sequel to Kid Icarus Uprising, or at the very least a port of Kid Icarus Uprising, that would be Gangster. I wouldn't be opposed to another 2D Kid Icarus game like this, but here's the thing, I don't think the Uprising art style would fit. If they made a new 2D Kid Icarus game, I would want it to have this like manga, chibi, super deformed art style here. instead of looking like Uprising. Not that Uprising looks bad. I think Uprising looks good in and of itself, like in Uprising, but I don't think it would fit a 2D side-scroller. I really like the goofy, chibi sprite work of original Kid Icarus. So if Nintendo were to make a new 2D Kid Icarus, which who am I kidding? They're not going to do that, but I would want them to make it look more like this instead of just Kid Icarus Uprising, but 2D. God damn, the soundtrack, dude. Hip Tanaka cooking. Hip Tanaka also did Metroid. Hip Tanaka did Dr. Mario. Hip Tanaka did Earthbound along with Keiichi Suzuki. One of the GOATs. Hip Tanaka's up there with David Wise, Yoko Shimomura, Yuzo Koshido for like favorite video game composers. I freaking love Hip Tanaka, dude. So if we can make it through this level, we can make it to the end. We should be able to get our first level up. Not for our health, but for our physical attack. Pit changes color and everything, like Pit's color palette changes completely and you become stronger. But that's the invisible skill stat, which isn't even here. You have your score, which is your health. We get our next health upgrade at 50k, but you don't even see the skill stat. It's totally invisible. Also, I bought a barrel at the shop, and that lets you hold multiple potions. I don't have any potions yet, but when I do buy some potions, they'll come in handy. I can't believe it's been over a decade since Kid Icarus Uprising. Like, it makes sense because that came out when I was in the 8th grade, but nothing. Radio silence. No port, no sequel. Nothing. Nada. Zip. Think I'm right about the strategy guide thing. I'm kind of stubborn when it comes to like rewinding and save stating and fast forwarding. I think that's bunk, but I think walkthroughs and strategy guides and game facts are dope. There is no shame in consulting a walkthrough or a strategy guide, whether it's a fan-made like game facts or it's a legit like Nintendo Power strategy guide, Game Informer, Prima, whatever. Walkthroughs and strategy guides are dope, especially physical ones from back in the day that would have awesome artwork. I don't have enough for the potion. One criticism I do have of Kid Icarus is that the shops early on in the game, in the first couple of levels, are basically useless because you're so damn broke, unless you spend hours grinding for hearts, which you can do, but I don't. The thing is, with grinding in this game, if you die, you have to start all the way back at the beginning of the level, and you lose all of your hearts that you attained in the level, so it's risky grinding. I like to do a little bit of grinding to get my health up, but it's so easy to die in these first couple of levels. If you fall into a pit, you're dead, which is kind of ironic because Pit is the name of this fella. Captain N, the game master, called him Kid Icarus, but that is not his name. Half paying attention and the shit sounds downright eldritch. This game is hard, but it chills out as you play it. Most NES games are ball busting the whole way through, right? Unless it's Super Mario Brothers, which is still challenging compared to the newer Mario games, especially. Definitely challenging, but like doable. Most NES games will bust your balls throughout the whole thing, but Kid Icarus is like, okay, you start out the game and you're in hell, and we're gonna kick your ass, and you're weak and you have no health, and it's very easy to die. But if you can make it through the first couple of levels, we'll throw you a bone. We'll make the game a little bit easier. See, if I missed that jump right there, I would have been dead. I would have been dead as a doornail. I'm pretty sure these platforms are lifted straight out of Ice Climber, by the way. Which is an NES game that I'm not a fan of. Y'all know me, I'm kind of an NES apologist. And by that, I mean, I just like the NES. I think it's got a great library of games. I think people are too hard on the console, saying like, oh, there are no good games on NES. They've all aged bad. I don't agree with that. But Ice Climber sucks. The only reason people remember Ice Climber is because of damn Smash Brothers. I might die. I might die right here. Ooh, okay, okay. Can we make it to the end without getting mollywopped? Yeah, Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters on the Game Boy is a lot easier, and it's a lot more chill. I think Myths and Monsters on the Game Boy is a very good platformer, especially for the original Game Boy, but the challenge of this game makes it more rewarding to play. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Glad you came, Pit. Here, take this. So, these rooms give you an upgrade, which is permanent. We are now stronger. But in order for this guy to spawn, you need to have a certain number of skill, which again, you can't even see on your totals here. It's an invisible stat. But if you have a high enough skill number, the game's like, okay, you're stronger now. Become strong. Barely made it. But we're close to another level up for our health. I think the second health upgrade is 50k. Trust me, once you get out of the underworld, it gets easier. That was a tactical death, by the way. And another thing about the NES and me personally, outside of playing these games on Virtual Console, I don't have any rose-tinted glasses for the NES. I didn't grow up with the NES. My nostalgia bait is like PS1, N64, right? 5th gen gaming. I played NES and SNES games growing up. I had a Super Nintendo. I had the DKC trilogy, shout out, Rareware, right? But I have very little nostalgia for the NES library or the console itself. In fact, most NES games I only started to appreciate as I got older. And I've either developed more patience as an adult or I've just become a masochist. I don't know. You know about Bloodborne Insight mechanic? It's crazy how close those mechanics are. I had Bloodborne, but it was so freaking hard that I couldn't even make it. I played like 10 hours of it and I never got out of the first area. I don't even know how I beat Dark Souls 1 and 3 back in high school. Dark Souls is, I want to take another stab at Dark Souls. I do. Because I want to fall in love with it. I do not know how I beat that shit back in the day. Never played 2. I played and beat 1 and 3. I played Bloodborne, sucked at it. Like, I was like, this is impossible. This game is actually impossible. And then I gave up. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do a Dark Souls stream and try to like... I don't know. I want to love Dark Souls so bad because it is basically a modern NES game. And I love the NES. I'm playing freaking Kid Icarus right now, but I'm like, yeah, Dark Souls is too hard. But I don't know. I want to fall in love with Dark Souls. Maybe I'll get back on that horse someday. But Bloodborne? Hell no. Bloodborne is twisted. Hey, Retro, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Okay, we could get the feather, which saves us if we fall into a bottomless pit. Actually, we can't get it. We don't have enough money. We don't have enough money for the potion either. Okay. That is the one thing I would change about Kid Icarus is the shops early on are way too expensive. They should have been way cheaper. That alone would have made the first couple of levels of Kid Icarus much more manageable if these items weren't so expensive. I guess I'll buy a mallet for the dungeon. You can use the mallets to save the Centurions, and they'll help you out in the dungeon. Dark Souls 3 is really good. 3 was I definitely like 3 more than Dark Souls 1. But I beat 1 and 3 and never played 2. I know Dark Souls 2 is divisive. But I wonder how much of that was just how poorly the game ran at launch. Because on original hardware, 360 and PS3, Dark Souls 2 ran like garbage. Most games of the 7th gen ran like garbage, like let's be real. But Dark Souls 2 especially just ran like trash. You versus Dire Morales. Yeah, these have to be randomized. Somebody told me that these gambling rooms are static, but they've got to be randomized. Has Bloodborne been ported yet? I know that's for the past decade that's been a meme that Bloodborne is stuck on the PS4, but has that been ported to anything yet? No. Wow, they're still keeping it exclusive, huh? I should bust my PS4 out of storage, because I had a ton of games for the PS4. I mostly played PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games via, like, digital, the PSN or whatever it was called. But, PS4 was pretty gangster. There was a lot of software on it. Between backwards compatibility, not physical, it couldn't play PS1 or PS2 discs or anything, but you could buy those games digitally, like, through, PSN. I first played Kingdom Hearts via PS4, the HD collection. Kingdom Hearts is, again, another one of my cherished games that I did not grow up with. I was 18 when I first played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I had Recoded on the DS, which is great, by the way. Recoded is a really fun game, just the combat. But I did not grow up with Kingdom Hearts. Oh, God. Oh, God. Never played Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts inspires a lot of vitriol and passionate fans and people who love it, people who hate it. My thing with Kingdom Hearts is I love 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are some of my favorite video games ever made, especially 1. The rest of the series I'm indifferent to. Like all the crazy spin-offs and all the lore and stuff, like I'm good on that, but Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 are incredible. Especially 1. I recommend Kingdom Hearts 1 is one of those games I recommend everybody plays. For as crazy and batshit as the series would get as it goes on with the story and the lore, Kingdom Hearts 1, that's death, gotta start over. Kingdom Hearts 1 has a really simple story about Sora and his friends. They want to explore other worlds and get off of Destiny Island, right? And then they're in over their heads, and then it's about, you know, finding his friends and saving them and going home. And it's a really heart-wrenching story for me. And again, I played that shit when I was 18. Like, I have no nostalgia for Kingdom Hearts. I was a grown-ass adult, 18 years old when I first played it. Hey, Maple, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good weekend. Yeah, I love Kid Icarus. I did not love it for a very long time. I wanted to, because I was like, this game looks and sounds so cool, and I love the vibes of Kid Icarus. But it took me a long time before I appreciated it. Surprisingly, what you just saw, that was like the first death, right? Well, aside from deliberately dying to get my health back, but that was the first death where I died like legit. After this level, though, it's smooth sailing, trust. Dude, Del the Funky Homo Sapien was so real for dropping a Kid Icarus bar on, what was it? Both sides of the brain. Press rewind. Split your wig like Kid Icarus. Hey, Azura, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a nice weekend as well. Gonna play Kingdom Hearts eventually. You should. I don't know if you should stream it, even though it's really fun watching you play games recently. Like, your streams have been awesome. I think you should play Kingdom Hearts in your spare time. But yeah, my thing with KH is that as a whole, the series and like all the crazy batshit Tetsuya Nomura stuff, I'm pretty indifferent towards it, but 1 and 2 are incredible. Just woke up from a big nap. That sounds lovely. Depending on how long Kid Icarus takes, we might do something else after this, but this will probably be a 2-hour stream. And that's if I do well. This could go on longer if I get my ass completely and totally mollywopped. That's the second time I've used that word in this stream. Moderately sized nap. Sleeping is weird because there will be nights where I go to bed and get a full like 8 hours of rest, and then I wake up feeling like shit, like exhausted and tired. And then there will be nights where I go to sleep and get like an hour and a half of sleep, and I wake up feeling like the most powerful person on the planet. Like, I wake up feeling like I could take on the world. I think more studies should go into like sleep. Yeah, this gambling game has to be randomized. Whoever told me it's static they were freaking capping. There's no way. REM cycle's a bitch. Yeah, it's weird. I firmly believe more studies should go into sleep. See, naps are dangerous though, because sometimes you take a nap and you feel refreshed. Like, you take a power nap and it's a power nap. You wake up feeling great. Sometimes you take a nap and you're just like, okay, well now I'm going to be awake all night. And my sleep schedule is FUBAR. That's like, if you take a power nap and you wake up 45 minutes later, you're feeling good, you're sitting pretty. You take a power nap and it's like, oh, I accidentally slept for 2 hours. Uh-oh. Guys, how does the audio sound? Do I need to turn the game up or down? Because this game's got a bumpin' soundtrack. Freaking Hip Tanaka, man. I'm just gonna book it past these enemies. These jumpy Octorok looking dudes. Better on 6 to 7 hours of sleep? Sounds about right. I have been both the person that goes to bed early and wakes up early, and I'm also the person that stays up all night and sleep schedule is totally FUBAR, right? I'm gonna say this though. This is not me being a square. This is not me being a lame-o, because I have been both persons. But going to bed early and waking up early at like 5 a.m., going to bed at like 9 p.m. and waking up at 5 a.m. kicks ass. Like, that's not me trying to be a square, right? I'm pretty sure I'm an undiagnosed insomniac, and my sleep schedule is just totally twisted. But going to bed early at night and waking up early, it feels amazing. Game audio could be louder. Let me crank this up. I want y'all to hear this soundtrack. I want y'all to hear this music. NES games on RetroArch are just quiet for some reason. I don't know why. Because I have it maxed out. Hopefully this is good. Okay. Still can't buy anything. Damn. Having a shift before the soccer moms start waking up is a blessing. I live right next to an elementary school, and during soccer season, dude, soccer moms will be driving down my neighborhood road doing, no joke, 50 miles per hour in a 10 mile per hour road. It's the tiny ass street, and they will be flying down the goddamn road doing like 50. We put up a sign a couple years back that was like, slow down. This is like a one-way street and the speed limit is 10 miles per hour. And you people are flying down here, freaking crazy white women. And they got mad about it. Like, somebody filed a complaint because of the sign that we put up. If I die here, I'm going to flip my lid. But I think we can do this. These are called obelisks, by the way. I wonder if they're a reference to 2001: A Space Odyssey. Space Odyssey, rather. Space Oddity's that's David Bowie. Now it's too loud. Gotcha. Let me turn it down. Boop bop, boop bop boop. Okay, we're gonna go with the Crystal of Protection. If you get enough score, you can get all of the upgrades. You can get the silver bow, you can get the fire arrows, but I like to start out with the Crystal of Protection. I'm also just gonna book it to the end of the level. There we go. And we get another level up. Power up. All right, first dungeon. From here on out, it's smooth sailing. Not that the rest of the game is like a cakewalk. It's not super easy, but the first 3 levels are the hardest part of this game. I'm gonna eat a death real quick to get my health back. Wish more NES games used the score system like this. It's so cool. I've said it a couple times already, but Kid Icarus really is a blend of Zelda, Mario, Metroid, and a little bit of RPG elements with the leveling up. Like if you took Zelda 2, Metroid, and Mario 1 and threw them all in a blender, you get Kid Icarus. Okay, so this is the first dungeon. These guys give you a ton of skill points. The dungeons also give you an opportunity to heal because you get the hot springs, which do not appear in regular... Actually, yeah, regular levels have hot springs too, just not in the first 3 levels, because for some reason, when they were making this game, they said, "Ayo, the first 3 levels have to be CBT." But no, thematically, it makes sense because Pit is in hell, and he's literally clawing his way out of the underworld. So it makes sense that the underworld levels, the first 3 levels are hard. Hey Kango, what's happening? Hope you're having a good weekend. What's up? I'm playing some Kid Icarus. This is the NES game of all time. I agree. I really like this game, but as I've said a few times in the stream, it took me a while to get there. I don't know what these enemies are called, but they look like Venonat. So the hammers that we got in the level, we can use these to free the Centurions, which will help us during the boss battle. Dungeons are also a good place to grind if you want to get hearts and skill points, because these enemies just spawn indefinitely. I think in the levels themselves they have a limit. I could be wrong about that, but I think in the actual platforming levels, they don't infinitely spawn, except for some of the enemies. But like these snake guys, right? They don't infinitely spawn, but in the dungeons, enemies do. So I like these dungeons, but the eggplant wizards are the most evil enemy in gaming history. I swear on Troy. I swear on Troy, the eggplant wizards can go to hell. Also, this song, banger, by the way. This song is Certified Heater. NES fans will glaze everything except Kid Icarus somehow, because of course. For a very long time, I hated this game, but I was like, Kid Icarus looks and sounds cool. Like, the soundtrack is dope, the enemy designs are great, I hate playing it. And then I learned how this game works, and I'm like, okay, well, I understand why I hated it. Because nothing is explained in-game. You have to consult a walkthrough or the instruction manual, right? There's some NES games that I still don't dig, though. I still hate Metroid. Metroid didn't get good until Return of Samus on Game Boy. NES Metroid, like, I want to like that game too. I do, because NES Metroid has such a cool vibe to it, but god damn, that game is not fun. But I'm pretty sure this game and Metroid were designed by the same team, Nintendo R&D 1. I did a black box NES tier list, but maybe I'll just straight up do an NES tier list video in general. There are the damn eggplant wizards. We'll circle back to that room, hold up. The most evil enemy in gaming. Ice Climber sucks. We were talking about that at the beginning of the stream. The only reason people like Ice Climber is because of Smash Brothers. I like arcadey score attack type games, but Ice Climber is just wretched. I think this is the shop. Yes. So I can hold up to 8 potions. And I can probably buy a heal. There we go. In the overworld, shops disappear when you enter and exit them, but in dungeons, they spawn. They respawn, rather. You can walk in and out and in and out. Urban Champion is at least funny, though, because Urban Champion has to be an inside joke in Nintendo. Because whenever they re-release their NES software, Urban Champion is one of the first games that gets re-released. Nintendo's like, yo, y'all remember Urban Champion? Ice Climber is just like miserable, but at least Urban Champion is kind of funny. I don't know, would you guys watch that stream? Ranking NES games? I already did the black box games. Which, low-key, I think that's one of my best videos, even though I hit record and I talked. And then I edited it a little bit. There's a little bit of editing, but that was a lazy video. But, I think my black box ranking video is one of my favorites. Hey, Blake, what's happening? Hope you're having a good weekend. Recently revisited the 3DS version, got stuck on World 2. Speaking of which, the paint has been falling off your 3DS. So you decide to intentionally remove the rest of the paint on the outer shell, which gives it a black carbon metal look. You know what I miss? I miss matte finishing. Like, think about the DSi. Oh, the glossy finish is cool when it's brand new and you busted out the package and it's sleek and it looks like it's from the future. But matte finishing doesn't get fingerprints and smudges all over it. Let's bring that shit back. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can find twin bellows. I think we've been in here for long enough. We've done enough grinding. Do I have any hammers left? I have one more. Beep. 26 today. Well, happy birthday. You lost your health insurance. I lost my health insurance when I turned 18. That's crazy. You had it up until 26? When I turned 18, they took that shit away from me. Oh, I know you can do a glitch here. I think when Vinny streamed Kid Icarus, I learned about it. I learned about this from somewhere. You can, like, clip into Twin Bellows fight. I don't quite remember how to do it. I'm gonna look up, I want to learn how to do this, because it's a fun clip. You can go straight to the fight with Twin Bellows. Kid Icarus. Dungeon skip. Stage 1-4 glitch. Trapped forever? That doesn't sound good. I don't want to be trapped. I want to... Oh, how the fuck did he do that? He made it look so easy. Wait a minute. No, I gotta hit this. I gotta hit the skip. This is like when I did Mock Ball in Super Metroid for the first time. How did he hit that? He did it so effortless. Well, I'm sorry that you lost your health insurance, but happy birthday. I don't like talking about it because I'm sure it's annoying to hear, but I'm diabetic, so I've been dealing with the American health insurance system for a long time and like trying to find loopholes and stuff to get my insulin. Oh, I think I almost got that. How did he did it so easy. Wait a minute. It looks so cool though. I want to do it. I'm gonna... We'll move on here in a second. I just want to see if I can hit this. You're supposed to be able to phase through this block, and then you clip down in the room below, and that takes you to the Twin Bellows fight. I don't know if I can hit this though. He made it look so easy. He just, bam, one take Jaked it. Maybe I can duck. Maybe that'll help. Wait, that might actually be working. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a freaking minute. Did you guys see the Vinny stream recently where he was doing a Super Metroid randomizer? And he had to do the Alcatraz skip and he was doing it for like 50 minutes straight? That was the funniest thing I've seen in a minute. That was hysterical. Okay, I can't hit this. I'm not gamer enough. We'll do it the normal way. We'll quarterback this thing. We'll do it live! Fuck it! You ever think about how 2000s conservative, like Fox News anchormen, like Bill O'Reilly, could have probably been the frontman of a nu metal band? We'll do it live! Fuck it! Makes it wonder. This might be my favorite dungeon music in an NES game. Oh, I don't know, I say that, but then I remember Star Tropics. Star Tropics has a certified heater dungeon theme. Star Tropics is another NES game that's so cool. It's basically Earthbound mixed with Zelda, but it is fuck you ridiculously hard. It starts out pretty easy, right? And then it just gets redonkulous. Star Tropics is cool as hell, though. That's a Nintendo IP I would love to see them bring back. Just do old school Zelda with that Earthbound sense of humor and the more contemporary setting. Contemporary in that it's modern. It takes place in like a jungle, right? But Star Tropics is so damn cool, but then you play it and you're like, oh, this game is hard. Not bad at all. I love Star Tropics, but that game is hard as hell. Let's see, let's go ahead and buy another potion. Should I buy the potion? We'll just get the chalice. We'll move on. The silver lining to this grinding is that we should have plenty of skill points to tear through the rest of this game. Now, I'm pretty sure I have to go through the eggplant wizard room, but I'm gonna see if I don't have to go that way. If there's another way around. Pretty sure there isn't, but yeah, maybe if I huff enough copium, I can beat this dungeon without going through the eggplant wizard room. Maybe. Pit kind of reminds me of Stanley the Bugman a little bit. Shout out to all one person in chat who's played Donkey Kong 3. That one person is Maple, probably. Yep, we gotta go to the eggplant room. Okay. I deep down I knew that there was no avoiding it, but... Kango, you've played Donkey Kong 3? Here's the funny thing, I don't even like Donkey Kong 3 that much. I love Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr., but Donkey Kong 3 it's fine. It's okay. It just kind of feels like a worse shoot-'em-up, like Galaga or Galaxian. I don't know, the controls in Donkey Kong 3 don't feel good. I like Stanley the Bugman, though. He's chill. He can hang. So the thing about the eggplant wizard is if he turns you into an eggplant, you are helpless and you have to wander around and find a hospital. Which in this level, it's in the top right corner. We've actually been in the hospital room already, but you don't want to get turned into an eggplant. Let's make a deal, Rumpelstiltskin. She want to see my purple pickle up in the wind. Okay! God damn that. I hate it. They stress me out. If I get hit by an eggplant, then I... Okay. Maybe I was being a bit dramatic. Everything is okay. What is the first mainline Mario game? Donkey Kong 1981 is the first mainline Donkey Kong game, but some consider DKC1 to be the first mainline Donkey Kong game. So then is Super Mario Bros. 1 the first mainline Mario game? That's an interesting proposition. That's an interesting thought experiment. I would say, you know, we could get pedantic and argue about it all night, which is cool. Like, we should. That's fun. That's fun stream banter. I would say Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong 3 are not Mario games. They are Donkey Kong games, even though you don't play as Donkey Kong, which sounds crazy, right? The first Mario Brothers game to me is Mario Brothers. Like arcade, something's gumming up the plumbing, poor Luigi's in a bind. That's the first Mario game. I'm not even saying Donkey Kong isn't a Mario game, because technically you play as Jumpman, you don't play as Mario. He was known as Mr. Video, he was known as Jump. I'm not even saying that, I'm just saying it because Donkey Kong is a way more memorable character than Jumpman Mario was in Donkey Kong. You know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? I don't know, I might be a crazy person. Take a sip of my energy drink, which I don't know why I buy these, because they taste... Oh, they're back! No! Damn it! I forgot that they respawn. Damn it all to hell. I'm gonna die and we're gonna lose all of our hearts in leveling up. It especially sucks to die in a dungeon, especially if you've been grinding. Oh, nerds! Wrecking Crew or Mario Cement Factory? Does Wrecking Crew predate Mario Brothers? Fun game, by the way. Wrecking Crew is a really fun NES game. I have to take a sip of water. I'm losing my voice. Mario Cement Factory. I think that predates Mario Brothers, but Wrecking Crew's after Mario Brothers, isn't it? That's like a black box NES game. Mario Brothers is 1982 or 83. Sucking down water. I should have made a cup of coffee before the stream. A cup of black coffee is the perfect stream drink because then I don't lose my voice. I should do a remix of this song. This bangs in the whip. Black coffee NES game. I'm gonna plug that video again because genuinely my black box ranking video, I think that's maybe not one of my best videos, but certainly one of my favorites. I had a lot of fun making that video. I just pulled up a tier maker, pressed record in OBS, and then I edited a little bit, just a little bit of editing. It was a lazy ass video, but that's one of my favorites. I don't know, maybe I'll do a proper NES ranking tier list video. But the thing is, I haven't played every NES game, so I can only rank what I've played, you know? So I've got a little emulation handheld device, right? I got a Miu Mini. Actually, Azura sent me a new one because mine got stolen at the skate park last year. The one that I had for years got stolen, and Azura very graciously sent me a new one, which was very sweet. But my most played game on the Miu Mini is Game & Watch Gallery, the Game Boy games. Dude, those are perfect for pick up and play. Like, you're sitting in the DMV, you're waiting in line. Game & Watch Gallery was lit. Nintendo should bring that back for the Switch, do a new Game & Watch gallery. Oh yeah, when does the new Rhythm Heaven come out? We were talking about it the other day. I already forgot. That comes out in like June, right? You better not hit me. Let's make a deal, Rumpelstiltskin. She wanna see my purple pickle up in the wind. Okay! Just run, just run. I hate the eggplant wizard so much. Spawn of hell. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. I don't remember the dungeon layouts in this game. I'm gonna keep it a $1.50 with you. I remember this, you gotta hold left, which is kind of twisted. If you miss that jump, you have to go all the way around. Oh yeah, they did like a Game & Watch gallery for the DS. I remember that. I don't think I had it though. I had Game & Watch Gallery 3 for the Game Boy Color when I was growing up. And that was my favorite because it had Donkey Kong Jr. Which I also had, I got it at Icarus, which was like a CVS. It was like a Rite Aid. I got a Donkey Kong Jr. like little LCD toy growing up. These are the hot springs. They look like it looks like the lava in Metroid, but it actually heals you. That was kind of like on beat. The hi-hats. 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Anyway. Game & Watch Gallery was lit. If you're gonna play them, probably, if you're gonna own one, own 3 or 4. 4 was on the Game Boy Advance, I'm pretty sure. But those games are fun, and they're perfect for, like, if you have an emulation handheld, like a Miiu Mini. I think it's silly when people try to play PS2 and Dreamcast and GameCube games on their phone or on an emulation handheld. For me, that shit is perfect for Neo Geo Pocket Color, Game Boy, Game Gear, like small actual handheld titles. I think it's kind of silly though when you're trying to play a whole ass PS2 game though. No, 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 fuck you, Baltimore! Just damage boost, just go. Get ready to say hi to Twin Bellows. WWE style DoorDash ad? I don't know. This is Twin Bellows. Just keep blasting him. I don't have a strategy. There we go. Sweet. Sacred treasure acquired. Tiny Goblino with an arrow. Yeah, the little Centurions, they rock. Kid Icarus has the best enemy and character designs ever, especially in this game. They're all super deformed and chibi. So, because I was in that dungeon for like 35 freaking minutes, we just got a huge ass level up. And now we get the side-scrolling levels. Like I said, the beginning of this game is super tough and you gotta do like a fair bit of grinding. But genuinely, the rest of this game, it's smooth sailing. I didn't mean to go into the shop, but we're in here now, so we ball. Actually, I'm gonna eat a death and get my health back real quick. I'm gonna do that. I can't because I've got the force field now. I'm too strong. Hold up, I gotta die. I gotta get my health back. I gotta die. I'm too strong. We got like an insano level up in that dungeon and now I'm too powerful. And there's no more bottomless pits to kill me. Okay, here we go, here we go. Gonna go ahead and just die to get my health back. The Jak 3 decomp came out? Yes, and I'm excited to play it. Because I have not touched Jak 3 since I was since I first played it on PS2 back when I was a kid. We're going to do Jak 2 on stream. And then next year, if the human race hasn't exploded by 2027, next summer, we'll do Jak 3. Oh yeah, you don't even get a full health refill. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah, we're gonna stream Jak 2 in the near future. We're gonna get that poppin'. And hopefully they also do Jak X, which was a kart racer, and a freaking phenomenal kart racer at that. And it was the last game made by Naughty Dog before Jason Rubin and Andy Gavin sold the company. And then they went on to make Uncharted and The Last of Us. Okay, I guess we'll go into the shop. Go ahead and buy the chalice. Pit is a wine mom. He's just getting drunk off of Fat Tire. No, for real, like, it's kind of crazy how much easier this game gets when you get out of the underworld. It's still decently challenging. It's not like a joke. But I've never played a game that the difficulty drops off as quickly as Kid Icarus does. It's kind of bonkers. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that there's hot springs in the actual levels themselves. I gotta remember that. I keep thinking that they're just in the dungeons, but no, they're in the levels. Also, I'm pretty sure these enemies falling from the sky are called Rockmen, but not like Rockman like Mega Man. I think they're literal rocks. What are you, some kind of Mega Man or something? That's from a game named Beautiful Joe. Last of Us Definitive Remaster. Remastered PS5 port on PS4, but on PC. The Uncharted games aren't on PC, though. Those are still PlayStation exclusive, right? Have the Uncharted games been ported to like, Steam or anything? I genuinely don't know. I know The Last of Us is on Steam. Yeah, if 3DS emulation worked on my potato PC-ass computer, I would have done the 3DS Classics version of Kid Icarus, because it is probably the best way to play this game. It has a couple of little quality of life improvements, but nothing that overhauls the game drastically, and it's really good. I love these enemy designs. They look like Mr. Bubble. Like the bubble bath mascot. I don't know if y'all have Mr. Bubble where you live, but that's what this guy looks like to me. Uncharted 4 is on PC, not 1, 2, or 3. That's strange. Uncharted 4 was... I don't think I finished it on PS4, but that game, what I did play of it was, like, fire. I don't think I finished it, though. I think I put, like, 7, 8 hours into it and then dropped off, but Uncharted 4 was really good. Go ahead and snag another potion. There's a credit card item in this game, which is really funny to me, but it's super rare. But if you get the credit card, you basically can buy whatever, and then you accrue debt. But typically, if you have the credit card, you won't have to face the repercussions of, like, maxing out your credit card. You can just buy whatever. I don't know, I think it's funny that in this ancient Greek mythology game, Pit can get a credit card. There's a certain that guy with the glasses reference that comes to mind. The God of War games, only the 2 new games are out on PC. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But they emulate well on RPCX 2 and 3. I still need to get around to playing the God of War games. That's also on the books, on the itinerary. Oh shit, let's go. I actually got one for once. I can emulate PS3 but not 3DS. Yeah, that's how I did the 50 Cent Blood on the Sand stream. I emulated it. But Azahar doesn't run on my computer, neither does Citra. Or Lime 3DS, any forks, none of them run well. I think it's just a software thing. Looking like a frog hit you! Got another upgrade here. I think we become Blueberry Pit. Yeah, that's like Faygo blueberry soda color palette. Is that blue or is that purple? I can't tell. I'm colorblind. I can't tell. Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with the hardware of the system it's emulating. I think it's just the software. I don't know. I can literally boot up RPCS 3 right now and boot up like 50 Cent Blood on the Sand or 3D Dot Game Heroes and it'll run just fine. Bro is Blurple. I like that. I like Blurple. Grab a mallet for the next dungeon. You know what these side-scrolling levels remind me of, like the human world levels here? They kind of remind me of Keith Courage on the TurboGrafx 16, which is a game that nobody on this planet except for me has played. I don't know why Keith Courage keeps being brought up on the stream, but whenever that game it exists in its own department in my brain. There's like a part of my brain that's the Keith Courage coded part of my brain. I don't know why. Just this random TurboGrafx 16 game. Get out of here, Mr. Scrubbing Bubbles. Mr. Bubble, whatever his name is. Can you endure this harsh training? I can't jump up. Oh, I didn't mean to go back. No. I wanted the upgrade. Damn. Well, too late now. I don't want to redo the level. I didn't mean to walk through the door. Kid Icarus, I didn't mean to. Well, we're not getting that upgrade. Empty room. I guess I don't have enough score for that. I think the next health upgrade is 200k. So we're getting there as well. We're almost there. Do I immediately want to go in that room? Of course I do! What's another gambling game? I don't need the hearts or anything that the gambling game will give me. Like, I'm good. We can just skip that. Don't have enough... Man, I thought I did enough grinding to get, like, all the upgrades, but I guess not. We're gonna be a little bit more underpowered than I thought. That's okay, I'll stock up on potions. Because that was definitely a weapons upgrade, like a strength upgrade. Got a hot spring, nice. I think so long as I max out my health, we should be able to beat this game with little hassle. Not having all the strength upgrades will definitely make fighting some of the enemies like the eggplant wizards a pain in the ass, but... I totally biffed it. I thought I had enough, like, skill point, but... It would help if I could see the number in any capacity. Oh, these guys steal your item. You don't want to touch them. Don't want to touch them. They steal your item. That was close. Whew. Forgot about those bastards. Force field is goated. It is. It is. Which is why I'm scared of these guys. I don't want to lose it. No! Oof. They can either steal the force field, or if you have it, the silver arrow, or the flaming arrow, or the silver bow, or the flaming arrow. They can steal any of your power-ups. And I'm already underpowered because I missed the one endurance room because I accidentally walked out of it. And I don't have a skill upgrade. Because I guess I didn't have enough skill points. But that's okay. We got some hearts. We should be able to stock up on potions. We've already got 2 potions, and we can hold up to 8. This looks like the ice level in Mario 2. Luigi floating on an egg over the sea. Like a Ramo moment. See, if I had the upgraded bow, I could shoot further. Not having the silver bow sucks. Because we're getting to the point where enemies can shoot me from across the damn map. Mario 2 is goated. I agree, Mario 2 is so cool and just weird. For a while, it was my favorite of the original NES trilogy. I think now it's my least favorite of the 3, just not because it's bad, but my opinions on Mario 3 and the original Super Mario Brothers have just changed. But Mario 2 is great. It's a really fun and strange game. Yeah, I know you didn't make Luigi floating over the egg over the sea. But whenever I think about that old meme, it's irrevocably associated with you. Okay, let's go ahead and buy another potion. There we go. Yeah, I think if we can max out our health, we shouldn't struggle too much with the rest of this game. But man, not having the silver bow sucks. I can do without the fire arrows, like those are kind of extraneous. They just one-shot everything, which is nice, but like you don't need them, because a lot of the enemies get one-shotted anyway. But the silver bow, just having that extra reach is really nice. Also, if you duck on these platforms, you fall through them, so you do not want to duck. Oh! Ugh. Risky jump right there. Dancing. Can't press down because I'll fall through the platform, but I'm pointing up. Like that old 4chan green tech story that's like, I went to the prom and I didn't know how to dance, so I just did reloading animations from various video games. which is kind of a power move. Yeah, I'm nostalgic for like that era of 2017 through 2019 Mario 64 ROM hacking. I don't know, that was right when I got out of high school and I was working a job I really liked. I was making some cool like videos on my channel that I thought were pretty good at the time. I'm nostalgic for that era, like that little brief window of my life right after high school. That was also probably the best era of ROM hacking, for at least for Mario 64 in my opinion. 2017 through 2019 was where a lot of ROM hackers really stepped up their game. Now you go to romhacking.com and all of the ROM hacks are like shitposts by literal 7-year-olds. There's like nothing good. The last good ROM hack that I played was like Gamma 64. And Sonic Mushroom Blast, which is really cool, but I suck cock at it, so I couldn't enjoy it as much. But you did a great job with Mushroom Blast, even though I suck with it. Almost have enough for another potion. Not quite, though. That's okay. I don't need it. Like, this game just has, occasionally it reminds me of Clash at Demon Head or Keith Courage in Alpha Zones. This is a very Keith Courage-ass environment. Very close to getting another level up. 1,600 points. I was so confused as a kid, wondering why the hearts were not increasing my health. There were quite a few NES games where hearts are currency. Like Castlevania, same thing. It's not currency. Well, in Castlevania 1, it's your like weapon ammo. Sub-weapon ammo. But I was very curious. I was like, why are there so many NES games where your hearts don't heal you? Like Zelda 1, hearts heal you. You associate Zelda with hearts and healing. And then Zelda 2 doesn't even have hearts. Well, you can get the heart upgrades, the heart container upgrades, but like enemies don't drop health in Zelda 2, which I think is the thing that makes Zelda 2 so difficult. I love Zelda 2, by the way. Like, I'm a Zelda 2 stan, but I think if enemies dropped health instead of you having to rely on the life spell and just healing in towns, it would make Zelda 2 a lot easier. But Zelda 2 doesn't have rupees, it doesn't have items. It has like key items, like the candle and stuff, but not usable items, and enemies don't drop hearts. They do drop magic though, vials of magic, which you can use the life spell. And that's like the only way to heal yourself outside of healing in town. But that's probably the thing that makes Zelda 2 so difficult, for me at least. That and when you run out of lives, you start back at the beginning of the Great Palace. You keep your level ups and stuff. It's not like... Forgot, I had a... No, let me up! Oh my god, I forgot I had that. Okay, I'm yapping about Zelda, I'm not focusing. What was I talking about? Yeah, in Zelda 2, you have 3 lives, and then there's a couple of lives in the overworld. But if you get a game over, you lose your EXP, which is a fair punishment for game over, that's fine. But you also start back at the beginning of the game, and you have to backtrack all the way to where you died. It's pretty brutal. But I fuck with Zelda 2. I think Zelda 2 is a really cool game. Gonna have to tweak the physics because nobody was able to beat the game. Well, I think it's just the fact that you're moving so damn fast in Sonic Mushroom Blast, and a lot of the Mario 64 levels were not designed for that kind of speed. I don't think that's your fault That's not a fault of the ROM hack in and of itself. It's just like it's impossible to translate that speed into the Super Mario 64 levels. Except for the first couple of levels that are really sandboxy, like Shifting Sandland and Bob-omb Battlefield. You're not a Zelda 2 enjoyer, you must say. That's totally fine. My real life friends who are also very into like old NES games and stuff, the kind of boomers like me, most of them don't like Zelda 2 either. I totally get why people don't like Zelda 2, but I rock with Zelda 2 heavy. And I beat it every year without like save scumming, no save states, no rewinds or any of that junk. But there is a ROM hack for Zelda 2 called Zelda 2 Redux, which has some quality of life improvements. So if you want to play it and not be totally bitched on by the difficulty of that game, Zelda 2 Redux is a good avenue to play it. And there's also Zelda 2 Link is Adventuresome by Hoverbat, which is a PC port, which I haven't played yet, but it adds a ton of content, which I'm normally against in fan games, especially ports and remasters, but I plan on playing Zelda 2 Link is Adventuresome at some point in the near future. But I love Zelda 2, whether it's the Redux ROM hack or the vanilla game. Like, I play it every year. And I think in the near future, we will stream Link is Adventuresome, because I'm interested to play it, even though I'm kind of against the idea of adding new content to Zelda 2. And there's a ton of new areas and stuff to do in that game, in that port. But we'll see. We'll see when I play it, how I feel about it. Okay. Now, I don't know if items stack. Like, if I got the rod again, I think that would be useless because items don't stack. So I'm going to go for the silver bow, which won't activate until I finish the level, I'm pretty sure. But once we beat the level, we will get Extendo magazine. Extendo clip. Extendo range, rather. There's no such thing as an extended magazine in Kid Icarus. You have infinite ammo. I really hope I don't die. Maybe I should just book it to the end of the level. I don't care what's in here. Save me. Oh, it's a shop. Well, do I go for the potion or do I just go for the insta heal? I'll go for the potion. Fuck it. That is more insurance. Health insurance. A barrel and some wine. Custom levels. Yeah, once you get like all the custom levels figured out, that's gonna be dope. Resort Island, playing that in that ROM hack was like, even though it wasn't finished, outside of the Metal Sonic race, like that was so freaking cool. Just playing Resort Island in Mario 64, like that was awesome. I think it used up one of my potions, but that's okay. That's why we got him. That's why we got him, for that security. Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Oh, these enemies, they're not as evil as the Eggplant Wizard, but the fact that they can steal your item is pretty twisted. I think you can buy it back from the shop, though. So if they do steal the silver bow, or they steal the crystal of protection, like, you can buy it back, but that's so evil and twisted. Hey, V-Love, what's happening? Hope you're having a good Saturday night. Hope you're having a good weekend. Splendiferous! Yeah, Pit, aka Kid Icarus in Captain N. He ended all of his sentences with Icus. Yeah, they just called him Kid Icarus, even though that's not his name. Captain N is really funny. My love for the Super Mario Bros. Super Show is sincere and unapologetic, but Captain N is so bad. It is so 80s. Oh, I love it. But, like, not really unironically. Like, my love for Captain N is kind of farcical. They should try again with Nintendo cartoons. I think their licensed cartoons in like the 1993 Bob Hoskins Mario movie scared them away for so long from doing like movies and stuff and television. I'll say this, I didn't see the Galaxy movie. People are saying it's like a Nothing Burger movie, which doesn't surprise me because it's the sequel to the Mario movie. But the first Illumination Mario film was really fun. I saw it in the theaters with my family. We had a great time. I wish there was less licensed music and more like arrangements of Mario music and stuff, but the first Illumination movie was great. I had a fun time. But yeah, people are saying the Galaxy movie's kind of Nothing Burger. It's kind of mid, which not really surprising. You know, how do you follow up the Super Mario movie with anything of substance? But that's okay. Star Fox is in it, which is cool. They should have kept that shit a surprise. You know? They shouldn't have revealed, like, that would have been a crazy moment. That alone probably would have saved that movie. Like, imagine they didn't announce Star Fox was in it, and then you go to see the Mario Galaxy movie, it's like, what the fuck, Star Fox? I love the 1993 live-action Mario movie, by the way. Dennis Hopper is King Koopa, John Leguizamo is Luigi, Bob Hoskins is Mario, Samantha, what was her name? Samantha, I can't remember, the actress who played Daisy, she did a great job. The live-action Mario movie is freaking Blade Runner, but with Super Mario Brothers, and it's great, it's amazing. Is Star Fox in Galaxy? He's in the Galaxy movie, he's not in Super Mario Galaxy the game. Unfortunately. Once again, shoutouts to A Fox in Space. You know, I'm gonna. This is a good time for a BRB, but I'm gonna pull up the Ladies Love Wolf O'Donnell, A Fox in Space skit, whatever you want to call it. Shout out Matthew Gafford. Shout out A Fox in Space. Freaking incredible. But I gotta play this again. This is perfect timing.
People want to know the secret to Wolf O'Donnell's ability to pick up all these beautiful women. Is it your good looks? Is it that big bulge in your pants? Could be that fancy car you drive that I lease and change every other year, but y'all don't need to know that.
Seriously, I know that Nintendo Hire This Man is kind of a meme, but they need to hire Matthew Gafford, give him a budget, give him a team, and have him direct a gritty animated Star Fox space noir. I'd buy 3 tickets to that. 3 tickets to book, please. I would absolutely watch that. Are you kidding me? Shout out Matthew Gafford. Hey, Ichiro, what's happening? Talking about the movie? Yeah, we are talking about the Galaxy movie, which I have not seen, but I was saying how the discourse on the internet is that the Galaxy movie is kind of a mid-Nothing Burger movie, but I was saying that I really liked the first Illumination Mario movie. Like, the first one was fun. I saw it in the theaters. I had a good time. I'm not surprised, though, that the Galaxy movie is apparently, like, not amazing. It's less paced. Well, there's also not as much interesting stuff in the Galaxy movie. Like, you don't see Mario's family, apparently. Again, I haven't seen it, so this is just what I've heard. Freaking eggplant wizard. These Goombas look like they're zonked. Like they're off the zonkies. It's visually amazing. I really like the Illumination art style for Mario. I think it looks great. Like, I prefer the wackety schmackety 1993 live action adaptation because it's knuckin' futz. But I thought the first Illumination Mario movie was good. I thought it was a good time. Like, is it Martin Scorsese levels of cinema? No, but that's not what it's trying to be. It's trying to be a fun, goofy Mario movie. This song is so good. I need to do a remix of this. Goddamn eggplant wizard. Goddamn. Goddamn conversations with legends. Crazy how one day your idols can turn into your brethren. Bitches we severing. Hit up my jeweler, let him freeze us. Breaking bread like I'm Jesus. Is there any way to get through here without damage boosting? I wonder. Yeah, you just gotta be quick. Oh! Rip Jock Blaney. Rest in peace, the original voice of Wolf O'Donnell in Star Fox 64. Rest in peace. Nintendo skipped every game until Galaxy. What's interesting is when I streamed Galaxy earlier this year, I brought up how Sunshine would have made the better film adaptation. Because Sunshine actually has a story that, like, you can work with. I'm not a big fan of Mario Sunshine, but it definitely has the best, like, story and narrative in a Mario game. It certainly is the most interesting. Like, they should have done a Sunshine movie, honestly. The Fox thing felt very phoned in. I still think if they hadn't announced it, and it was a total surprise, Fox being in the Super Mario Galaxy movie would have been a great surprise. They should not have announced him, like, literally the day before the movie came out, they announced it, they showed that poster. It's like, oh, Star Fox. Sega is all over the place with the Sonic movies. I don't have any interest in seeing Sonic 4, but I think the first 3 Sonic movies were also very good. I thought they were, again, you're not going into the Sonic movie for cinema. You're not going into it to watch like a David Fincher movie. You're not going to see Zodiac. You're not going to see Seven, right? It's a fun adaptation of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is, you know, that's great. That's what I bought my ticket for. That's what I went into to see. But also, like, now we're on Sonic 4, and I'm just like, I don't really care, you know? Even if it is going to be an adaptation of Sonic CD, like people say it is, like, I'm good. I got my fill. I still think the 90s adaptation of Mortal Kombat is that, and the adaptation of Street Fighter are the best movie adaptations I've ever seen of a video game. Because they were so dumb and they were so self-aware. I don't even know. What does the torch do? I don't remember, but I'm gonna buy it. I probably should have saved my money to get a another potion. What about the Street Fighter 2 animated movie? Now that is absolute cinema. No, it's great. It's one of the best animated anything I've ever seen. I love the fight, dude. This is the normie take, but the fight with Chun-Li and Vega in her apartment is so good. Oh my, if you haven't seen the Street Fighter 2 anime film, like, watch it. It is so good. Even if you're not that big on Street Fighter, like, it's just a good time. It is so hype. You better not eggplant me. Don't eggplant me, bro. Wait, was that? Oh, I don't even think I can make that jump. Oh no, I've been bamboozled. Sonic 4 with a Big the Cat scene would be cinema. Sega, hire this man. Also, the Sonic OVA, which is also based off Sonic CD, is fun. It's a good time. It's not gonna blow your mind. It's not gonna change your life or anything, but it's a fun film. Also, fun fact about the Street Fighter 2 anime film, in the English dub, Bryan Cranston plays Fei Long. A young Bryan Cranston plays Fei Long. It is amazing. Ain't got no money to spend. I think the pencil item that you can buy in the shop is like a map. I think that's what that is. Because I don't have a proper map. It's just a Hershey bar. I get lost in these dungeons really easily, but it'll be Gucci. It'll all be Gucci. I think we're going the right way. Okay, we're going in a circle, so we're definitely not going the right way. Hold up. Hold up. I'll find it. If push comes to shove, I'll look up a map. Also, the reason I don't have the crystal shield, whatever, protection thing, is because I came into this dungeon and I had, like, no health. That's also why I don't have the silver bow, because you need a certain amount of health for it to even activate. Yeah, they definitely should have done an adaptation of Super Mario Sunshine over Galaxy. I think that's one of the things that Sunshine excels in, is the story. I think this is gonna take me in a circle again, but let's ball. Let's just send it. I don't know why I did that. I might consult a map. Yeah, because we just went in a circle again. I'm totally lost. I have no idea where Hugh Draw is at. Yo, Hugh Draw, where you at? But once again, if I manage to not die, which is a big if, we'll get a pretty good level up here. Alright, let's try going left. That brings me back here, so, okay. Okay. Sonic 4 video game is a Sonic CD ripoff because of episode 2. I wonder if that, like, the inclusion of Metal Sonic and, you know, Sonic 4 episode 2 being Sonic CD adjacent was because the Christian Whitehead remaster came out recently. And they were gonna, like, capitalize on it. At the time. When I say recently, I meant at the time. I'm gonna give it like another couple of minutes, and if we can't find Hugh Draw, I will look up a map. I want to do this without looking up a map, but we will see. Sonic CD movie. If the Sonic 4 movie is Sonic CD, they should take the... Oh, Silver? That's you're kind of cooking, though, I think. I think you're cooking. Sega, hire this man. Can I go up here if I do like a little... Okay, maybe not. I've got no more hammers, so I can't free any more of the Centurions. Last time I went up and that ended up taking me in a circle. I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna try not to die. I'm gonna try not to die! It might be coffee time too. Might go make myself a cup of coffee. And then we'll come back, but I'm gonna try to finish this dungeon first and then we'll take a BRB. This song is a bop. It is so addicting. Addicting? I guess catchy is the word I was looking for. It's frustrating that hearts don't recover your health. Classic NES maneuver right there. And it really befuddled me when I was a kid. I was like, why are my hearts not healing me? But they're currency. Is the hot spring around here? I think it was over here, right? I swear on Chucky Troy that there was a hot spring around here. That's the hospital. Oi, where the fuck is the hot spring? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the the eggplant man wizard room, and we're gonna send it. We're gonna quarterback this thing. How do I get to the hospital? I can't make that jump? You're crazy. What? Ah! Well, that's not that big a deal because the hospital's right over there to the left, but you telling me I can't make that jump? And now I'm gonna die. I am the Eggman. I've got the master plan. I am the Eggman. Now, if only I can find the hot spring. Let's make a deal, Rumpelstiltskin. She wanna see my purple pickle up in the wind. Okay. Can I really not make that jump in the eggplant wizard room, or because that looks like progress to me. I also hope that I find the hot spring because I kind of need it right now. Fucking eggplant wizard ruining my day. You know what's crazy? Kid Icarus Uprising is one of the most fun and like just enjoyable and well-written games I've ever played, but I know for a fact if it came out today, people on Twitter would be clowning on it and calling it like Marvel writing. Like absolutely, if Kid Icarus Uprising came out today, people would be like, oh, this is Marvel writing slop. Like filler word, buzzword, adjective, predicate, buzzword, buzzword, buzzword. Where the hell is Hugh Draw at? Yo, Pierre, where you at? Or whatever Pierre Bourne's producer tag was. Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here? Koopa Wizard and the Fire Sumo. Your computer hasn't slowed down yet? I don't know what to tell you, V-Love. You could try doing a reinstall of like Windows. You could back up your important files and try to do a fresh install. If you cleaned your computer out, you replaced the thermal paste, you did a disk cleanup, clean up all the cache files, I don't know. I think I'm coming to terms with my mortality in this dungeon. Hot spring! Never mind, I'm the goat. I'm the man. I'm actually unkillable. I'm unstoppable. I'm actually the goat. Yeah, that's frustrating, V-Love. I don't have any advice for you because I've exhausted my resources, but I hope you get that squared away. I'm gonna go back into that eggplant wizard room in the corner because that seems like it would be conducive to progress. And here in a moment, I'll look up a map so that way we can beat this game. And by beat this game, I mean move on to World 3. I don't even think it was this way. I think it was down, right? Yeah. That's fine. I just want to see if I can make this damn jump, because that's got to be where Hugh draws at, right? Maybe not. Okay, we're gonna look up a map. I'm gonna go to the hospital first, and then we'll look up a map. One thing that does it is opening multiple tabs. Maybe it's a RAM thing. Gotta get that DDR5. Nah, you can't buy computer parts right now. Freaking tech bros ruining everything. Fucking AI. Okay, we're gonna look up a map. 2-4 map. Google enhance. Jarvis, show me this guy's balls. Okay, Hugh draw is... How do I get down there? What the hell? Okay, I was right. The eggplant wizard room, that is progress, but I'm not supposed to go that way. Okay. We start in... Which room is the starting room? I know where Hugh draw is at now. I just don't know how to get to him. Okay, okay. Okay. I got it. I got it. Yeah, I suggested to V-Love that if it's a solid state drive to do a disk cleanup, if it's a hard drive, she could defrag it. But you don't want to defragment a solid state drive. But if it's a hard drive, absolutely defrag it. Honestly, I could take a shortcut here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There we go. But she said it was a hard drive. Oh, I can't take that shortcut because I can't go up that way. Oh, no, I'm up. Oh, the irony, the cruel irony. I thought I was taking a cool shortcut and now I got to go all the way around. Consarn it. If we make it through this without dying, though, I'm going to be crazy high level. Like, we've already hit the 200k threshold, so the rest of this game will be bitch made. Making the nurse work overtime. This is the 4th time you've turned into an eggplant. I gotta sample this. I gotta make something out of this. We'll do that after the dungeon. All right, here's the game plan, y'all. We're gonna huddle like football here, all right? We're gonna beat this dungeon, and then I'm gonna go make a cup of coffee, and we'll come back and we'll do a Kid Icarus beat, and then we'll beat the game. World 3 is World 3 is bitch made. I'm gonna need a map for Pandora's dungeon, probably, but do not eggplant me. Thank you. Okay, so let me cross-reference the map again. We're in the hot spring room. Yep. Okay. It's a straight shot to the boss. This doesn't look like an easy game. Kid Icarus is not an easy game, but it isn't as hard as people would lead you to believe. Getting lost in the dungeon is never a good time, but I think with this pencil item, it actually like makes a map for you, I'm pretty sure. I've said it several times over the stream already, but Kid Icarus starts really hard and then mellows out. And aside from getting lost in the dungeons, World 2 and 3 are not hard at all. But fuck Eggplant Wizard. This guy's a dickhead. Whoa! I can't save any of those Centurions. I'm sorry. A cross-reference. Yeah, so if you have the pencil item, it draws like your path that you've been through. But we're once again going to cross-reference the map. Okay. I did not go down. I've been in this room before, I'm pretty sure, but I did not go down. So we can just go... We keep going down, take a left, take another left, and then go up and we fight Huge Draw. Got it. Got it. Again, I've got my personal qualms with save states and rewinding and fast forwarding and just abusing emulator functions, but I have no problem with walkthroughs, strategy guides, maps. And whenever, like, I'm 27, I didn't grow up with the NES. Outside of Virtual Console, right? Whenever I hear a millennial or a Gen Xer who's like, oh yeah, back in the day, we didn't have this or that. We didn't have... Bitch, you had Nintendo Power. Bitch, instruction manuals came with, like, Legend of Zelda came with a map that had 3/4 of Hyrule, like, and in intricate detail in the instruction manual. You had Game Informer. You absolutely had a map. Quit fronting. You had a walkthrough. It was called Nintendo Power. Okay, I gotta like mentally brace myself for the Eggplant Wizard room here. I don't know what the best strategy is for this shit. Don't you dare.
If Kid Icarus trusts you, I trust you.
All right. There we go. Huge draw, let's go. They gave him like an English accent in Kid Icarus Uprising, which is just great. Kid Icarus Uprising was so good. It is a damn shame that it hasn't been ported or remastered. It is a shame, because Kid Icarus Uprising is so good, and even the multiplayer, like the throwaway multiplayer mode on the 3DS, it was so good. You could make your own soldier and give him like the custom abilities and stuff. Yeah, the multiplayer. Imagine if they ported it to Switch and had like matchmaking, online multiplayer functionality, you know? That would be such a slam dunk too, because the only thing that holds Uprising back is the fact that it's stuck on the 3DS and it has a unconventional control method. Uprising stands will tell you that the controls are actually good and people don't stand it. People don't get it. I love Uprising, but I tried to replay that shit recently and my hands were hurting after a half hour, like badly. Uprising would just be better on a controller with like gyro aim. But Uprising stands, diehards will tell you like, no, the controls are actually genius and they're really good. No, they're not. I love Uprising, but let's be real. Those controls suck. It would be much better if it was just on a controller with a dual stick layout. It's unfortunate because I wanted to play it recently and I tried it and my hands were killing me after a half hour of gameplay. I had no problem when I was 13, but I've got old man hands now. There we go. Sweet. Yeah, if I wasn't so stubborn, if I just pulled up a map from the jump, we would have been done with that in like 15 minutes tops. All right, cool. Banger alert, by the way. But we're going to take a real quick BRB. I'll be back like 3 minutes tops, and then we're going to continue Kid Icarus. Don't touch that dial. All right, welcome back. God damn. The Academy is almost here. Great record. Great, like, that mid 2000s, late 2000s MySpace era, like, pop punk. So good. William Beckett is one of my favorite vocalists ever. All right, welcome back to Kid Icarus, everybody. Hey, Co, what's happening? Hope you're having a good weekend. Welcome. They had to include a kickstand with copies of Uprising because it was such an issue. I remember that. I don't remember if it was included with... My copy definitely came with a kickstand, though. So I think you're right, yes. Maybe I should try to play Uprising again with the stand. On some Virtual Boy shit. Like, propped up on the stand. I don't know. Maybe that would make it less carpal tunnel syndrome for me. But... Banger alert. Maru Mari, which is a IDM group. IDM hip hop, like electronic pop group. They sampled this song for their song Kid Icarus Fight. Also, these enemies are just straight up the Iron Knuckle from Zelda 2. But yeah, now we're freaking powerful. We got the upgraded silver arrow. We got the I don't even have enough health to activate the silver arrow, but I got my shield back. So that's good. We got the force field back. Hopefully everything sounds good. Let me check the mix board real quick. Recording. Local recording's good. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, this song is such a banger. Shout out to Maru Mari. That song Kid Icarus Fight is so good. But we're back to the vertical levels. But since we're a little bit more powerful, we're not at the beginning of the game and getting our shit pushed in. These vertical levels aren't as bad. Sounds good. Thank you for letting me know. Appreciate it. Death is tweaking out. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. He's dead as hell. He's death as hell. Does this only scroll upward? Yes, and if you fall down, it's like Castlevania 3, where you're deader than dirt. See, I understand dead as dirt, but I never understood dead as a doornail. Never quite understood that figure of speech. Jungle Zone, yeah, some 8-bit Sonic. sort of level design. But again, unlike the beginning of the game, we're equipped to fight the enemies instead of just getting our shit pushed in by the Grim Reaper. I'm normally pretty good about remembering video game enemy names, but I don't know like most of these enemies. I know there are the Kamados that they look like Metroids, because this game was made by the Metroid team. Got another upgrade. We're no longer Blueberry Fago Pit. We are now like Strawberry Blonde Pit. Yeah, see how easy that level was? You look like that guy? Badass. Yeah, the Kamados are the little Metroid fellas. But I'm bad about remembering Kid Icarus enemy names. I don't remember any of these guys' names except for like the Grim Reaper. I know the bosses. There's Pandora, there's Huge Raw, there's Medusa, there's Thanatos, and there's Twin Bellows. But like, I don't know the names of any of these enemies. We could pull up the instruction manual and consult it. Wonder if Instagram links with a third party embed would work on here. I don't know. What do you want to send me? What do you want to post? What are you trying to post in chat? A funny meme? I mean, you can try. If it's not a virus, that's cool. I'm probably not gonna pull it up. Mimikyu? Isn't that a Pokemon? Here's the part where the Pokemon comes in. Oh, I'm dead as hell. No way. There's no way I'm surviving this. Are you kidding me? Potions and shit. I'm running out of them. I kind of need them, but I do have some in reserve. That's another thing. For how expensive the potions are, they should heal way more of your health. Either the potions should be cheaper overall in this game, or they should, you know, they're as expensive as they are, but they heal all of your health. Because they're like 300 something hearts. Alright, flaming arrows, because that's the only one we haven't gotten yet. I turned into Masigno? That's scary. Oh, these are the Kamados. Yeah, literally just little Metroid fellas. Yeah, get shitted on. 350 hearts, and the potion only heals like a tiny little sliver of your health. It's a damn ripoff, that's what that is. I guess I'll buy a hammer to save the Centurions, because the Centurions are cool little fellas. They're made of grape juice and gelatin. The Kamados? I can see it. I like that. I like that. Die without even freezing. The voice and stream crew. Is the stream good? Did the stream die?
Am I real? Am I goddamn alive?
I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. Now, pardon my language, but that is a damn fine cup of coffee. Oh, it was a you internet moment? The stream's good? Okay. Good to know, good to know. With the recent stream, like, frame dropping and my internet getting nuked, I can never be too careful. I have a theory. I think I have an op. I genuinely think there's a troll in my chat that doesn't participate in the chat, but they hate me. And they, like, DDoS my shit whenever I stream sometimes. That's my... Fuck. That's my theory. There have been surprisingly a few deaths. Like, a little... There is less dying than I thought there would be in the stream. Like, I've only died a couple of times outside of self-inflicted death. There's only been like 2 or 3 times that I've actually died in a level. Grandpa is watching TV, dual bandwidth moment. That's like when a kid in the 90s trying to play Quake, trying to play multiplayer, and somebody was on the landline. Like mom's on the phone, but you're dominating on Quake.
Get off the phone, Mom! I've got a pentakill!
Is Quake Champions still on Steam? Or Quake Live, whichever was the... Like, I wonder if that's got a player base, if it's still on Steam. Because I had a lot of fun with Quake Live when I was in middle school. I don't even know if that game's still on Steam, though, like if it's available to play. Quake Live and Champions are on Steam. Champions is just a Doom 2016 reskin, and Quake Live is a Quake 3 remake. Quake Champions is a Doom 2016 reskin? Interesting. So Quake Live was the one that I played growing up then. Like in middle school. I remember playing the shit out of Quake Live. I doubt there's an active player base for that game, though. It used to be free, but it costs money? Oh, that sucks. You're definitely right, though, because I did not pay for that shit. I 100% got it for free, so that sucks that it's paid now. But again, I doubt anybody's even playing it. What you should do is everybody should go play Quake 1. Because Quake 1 kicks ass. And then you get to level 4, or episode 4 with the Sandy Peterson levels, and you want to put the business end of a 9mm to your temple, but... The Sandy Peterson levels aren't all bad because they look cool. Like I keep calling it level 4. Episode 4 in Quake has some of the most aesthetically pleasing levels in the whole game. Like, it looks cool. But then you end up getting lost, and it turns into Doom 2, and you're like, ugh. But they look cool. So, there's a silver lining. Unlike the city levels in Doom 2, which look ugly as sin. People still play Quake Live? Shit, we might run that up. We might run that up. Quake Live, despite having dead servers, is better servers than original Quake 3. Well, Quake 3 hasn't been ported to anything, has it? Like, it's vaporware, essentially. Or abandonware, I guess, not vaporware. Like, there's just no way to play Quake 3 other than playing the original PC game or, like, the Dreamcast port, right? Quake Live is Quake 3. Is Quake Live... Okay, well, then we have, like, a Ship of Theseus situation, where if Quake Live is Quake 3, then they're the same. So, people are playing Quake Live and Quake 3 equally, if it is the same game. It's another interesting thought experiment. See, I want to play Quake and Doom, but I think I'm going to save them for getting spooky with it this year. I want to play them, like, right now, but I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. I did see recently, speaking of Doom, a cool backport of PlayStation 1 Doom, which is very unique in a lot of ways compared to all the other Doom ports. But somebody backported it to PC. It's called Doom, and it's PlayStation 1 Doom, but like mouse and keyboard. PlayStation 1 Doom soundtrack is incredible. Shout out, what's his name? Aubrey Hodges, I believe. Amazing soundtrack. The original Doom soundtrack, it's like Slayer and Pantera. It's that MIDI metal, right? Thrash metal soundtrack. You're kicking indoors, rip and tear. Dude, the Aubrey Hodges soundtrack is like, okay, I'm scared now. This shit turned into a horror game. It's crazy how dope Quake is. Frame 1, you can feel it right away. Dude, that was my experience. I didn't play Quake until 2022, I think, or 2023. It was a few years back. I was just like Quake was on sale on Steam, and I was like, I've never played Quake. You know, I know about it. I know that it's, you know, it's the game. It's the first person shooter. WASD, mouse and keyboard, speed running, rocket jumping, invented like all of that shit. Never played it, picked it up on sale, booted up the campaign, played the whole game in one day. And I was like, wow, this is actually just the best arena shooter ever. Whatever you want to call it, boomer shooter, Doom-like, Quake-like, arena shooter. Quake's level design and flow is just so good. The atmosphere is so thick. Fucking love Quake. And then Quake 2 is also great in its own right. But unfortunately, which pit is the real pit?
Who really died that day, Luigi?
Quake 2 and Quake 3 onwards became like sci-fi outer space shooter, which is a lot less interesting than the aesthetic of Quake 1. But Quake 3, aka Quake Live, is freaking banger. Fun ass game. I think Quake 1 is genuinely a lightning in a bottle moment for id. Even though it's just Doom, it's Doom but better and expanded upon. Originally, during development, Quake 1 was going to be this like huge RPG type experience. And then they stuck to what they knew, and they were like, we're going to make Doom. But it's so damn good. I hope Quake gets the Doom 2016 treatment. But it is a beautiful thing that the remaster on Steam is incredible, and you can play the original game if you don't, for whatever reason, don't like the amazing remaster. Video game preservation is important. Like remakes and remasters, they can be cool, they can be fun. Especially remasters, more so remakes. That's my beef is with like remakes. But making the original game playable and more accessible to new players is a big deal. Like that is very important in gaming. A big difference between Live and 3 is that 3 has a single player mode. 3 has a campaign. I might check that out though. I literally just said Quake 2 and 3's like sci-fi aesthetic isn't as interesting as 1. But this mainly stems from, I've yet to play Quake 2 for more than like 3 minutes. But I've seen like Vinny stream Quake 2, I've seen playthroughs of Quake 2, and it just doesn't look as interesting to me. But Quake 3 having a campaign mode, that sparks my interest. Yeah, we're gonna do a Quake stream this year, but I think I'm gonna save it for October for getting spooky with it. I could probably one-take Jake Quake on stream. Okay, I'm not even gonna mess around with this one. I'm gonna look up a walkthrough. Let's see. Level 3. This is the Pandora level, I'm pretty sure. So we're at the end of the game. If memory serves me correct, it's this and then the final boss against Medusa. Let me go ahead and save this map real quick so I can consult it. Okay, we start out in this room. Oh man, this dungeon is freaking huge. This dungeon is enormous. Okay. We start out in this room. You guys can't see anything. I'm looking at the map right now. Okay. Oh, that is twisted. That is twisted. I forgot how freaking huge this dungeon is. So if I'm looking at this right, fuck it, I'll show you guys the map of this dungeon so you can see what I'm looking at. Dude, the Great Palace in Zelda 2 isn't even this twisted. Okay. So we start out on the left. We want to go down 3. We want to go down 1, 2, 3, then go left, then go up like 7, and then go left, and then down, and then left, and then up, and then it's a straight shot to Pandora. Okay. Okay, so I think I got this. I think I got this. Fucking eggplant wizard! Quake 4 is an interesting game. The only thing I know about Quake 4 is the Strogification scene. I never played it, though. Quake 4 looks a lot like Doom 3, and Doom 3 kicks ass. I think Doom 3 is mad underrated. I already fucked up, but there's a Centurion down here, so let's help him out. Okay, we go left. And then up, right? Look at the map again. Yeah, we just want to keep going up and then, like, take another left. How many screens is that? 1, 2... I know you guys... I don't have the map pulled up. You can't see it, but... Okay, wait a minute. Oh, I'm already lost. What room is this? Okay, we want to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want to go up 5 rooms and then take a left. Okay. Quake 4 is a sequel to Quake 2 since Quake 3 is its own thing. Okay. So is the single player campaign for Quake 3 just like a bunch of cool levels with no story or anything? What the goddamn? I'm being attacked by the little scrunglinos from Wind Waker when you're in the Deku Tree. I'm just gonna book it. I'm just gonna book it. These guys are too strong. Was that Brad Armstrong from Lisa the Painful? You guys gotta see what I'm seeing. Hold up. I gotta pull up the sprite of Brad Armstrong real quick. Dude, it's literally him. It's literally him. What is Brad doing here? You look like that guy. Confirmed, Mick is like every character in Lisa. It's literally Brad. Lisa, Kid Icarus. Or maybe Lisa as well. I look like every character in Lisa. All of them at once. Alright, let me cross-reference the map again. Yeah, we're going the right way. We gotta take a left. I can't even go up if I wanted to. It's too high up. Okay. Now we are going to go... down 1, then left, then up, and then it's a straight shot to Pandora? For real? Okay, well, even though this dungeon is huge, it's not that hard to get to Pandora, because if I'm looking at this map correctly, I can go left, go up, and then just go right the whole way, and then I'm at the Pandora fight. Okay. That's not that bad at all. This dungeon's huge, but, like, that's not that bad at all. I'm sorry. I'm not really reading chat. I'm trying to get through this nightmare labyrinth. If I'm reading this map correctly, though, and we make it to Pandora, this dungeon is not that bad. I spoke too soon! I should just die, right? Because now I gotta find a freaking hospital. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Get eggplanted. Okay, where is the... How do I get to the hospital? Where is the nearest hospital? Oh my god, it's so far away. Dude, it's so far away. Okay, no, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah, it's that bad. Damn it. If I didn't get cursed by the godforsaken eggplant wizard. Okay, well, basically, we gotta loop all the way back around. You don't know what the eggplant status? I can't do anything. You can't attack. You can't... You have to find a hospital and get cured. Kid Icarus Monster Hunter crossover with Eggplant Snowman reskin. Capcom, hire this man. Okay. And now we gotta circle back. Where's this hot spring? Is there a hot spring near me that I can go to? Nope, the hot spring is on the other goddamn side of the continent. Oh man. Wait, is that a shortcut I can take or is that a dead end? I think it's worth it. I'm gonna see if I can hit the hot spring. That might be worth it. Have to waddle all the way back to camp to fix it. Yep. That moment when you're fighting the Lagombi and you get turned into a gosh dang snowball. Oh, never mind. I can't make that jump. I can't make that jump, so I can't get to the hot spring. How do you get to the hot spring then? There's no way to make that jump. Alright, we're just gonna have to tough it out. I'm gonna make it to Pandora and then she's gonna kill the shit out of me. I'm calling it now. Okay, we're back at the beginning. Send you to super duper hell where only Eggplant Wizard resides because you can burn in hell. I hate you. Okay, and then it was up, right? I've already forgotten. Pretty sure it was up. It was down, 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 left, and then up. Right? I'm so lost. This map is frying my brain. We go up, 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 up. Yeah, we go up. We go up. If I'm wrong about this, I will cry. Eggplant Wizard came up in Dante's Inferno? Absolutely. Eggplant Wizard exists in the real world. If you read up on any Abrahamic literature, they all reference a demon, name of the Eggplant Wizard. In the same caliber as Mephistopheles. Okay. Get the fuck off of my back, please. I am gonna die. Brad from Lisa, what's up? Shoot you in the face. I am going the wrong way. Why? Because I'm lost. Yeah, I'm lost in the sauce. Come through. I am a rebel without a cause. Pit gonna shoot you in the fucking balls. Yeah. What's up, dog? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, once again, I need to cross-reference the map just to make sure I'm going the right way. Oh, man. I think so. I hope so. As an owner of 12 copies of Dante's Inferno in various languages and interpretations, Eggplant Wizard is in there and he sucks. This room terrifies me. I'm gonna get hit by the frickin' eggplant again. I'm okay. I'm fine. That's fine. That's okay. I'm gonna drop a save state to experiment real quick. If I eat a game over, if I die, do I keep my potions? I want to know. So I'm just gonna die real quick. This is just to, I just want to know for sure. If I die, do I come back with my potions? I do. Okay, so that's quicker. If I get hit by an eggplant, I can just die. You know, it's just the way it goes. Eggplant upon ye. Death, the preferable alternative to being an eggplant. There's something Kafka-esque about being turned into an eggplant. I think I would rather die as well. It's like that one story about the dude that gets turned into a cockroach. Do I even bother yeah, I'll save this one Centurion. This guy's my homie. He's gonna help me out in the fight against Pandora. Make good eggplant stir fry out of me. That's scary. That's so scary. Okay. Down, 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 left, up, up, up. Got it. Y'all ever have eggplant parmesan? That shit is good. That shit is yummy in my tummy. Can I get the chicken permission? I don't know why I said that in like a faux Carl Weezer voice. I knew a guy in high school that pronounced tortilla as tortilla. And he was like, Mom made some tortilla soup. It's very endearing. Eggplant parm is so good. I'm not even gonna trifle with you. I'm not even gonna trifle with you, Eggplant Wizard. Italian? I feel like Italian is like, if you pronounce it that way, that's acceptable. Also because there's Jamaican cuisine, which is called like Ital cuisine. Ital is often celebrated by those in the Rastafarian movement. Am I pronouncing it right though? Hold up. What if I'm saying it wrong and this whole time I'm stupid? That would be funny. How to pronounce Ital.
Welcome to this pronunciation video. Today we will be focusing on a new word that you might find challenging or intriguing. So let's dive.
This is an AI-generated man with a separate AI-generated voiceover, so this might not necessarily be a good barometer for how to pronounce Ital.
Into today's word, Ital, which means.
Okay, it's pronounced Ital. So if this is true and not AI, like no, this, if that's how it's pronounced, I'm stupid. My whole life I pronounced it Ital, and by my whole life I mean when I learned about Ital cuisine. The person who said that would not know about Jamaica, let alone the food that is made there. Yeah, I'm going to not plead the fifth. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that is not how it's pronounced, just so I don't look like a fool in front of my peers. Detroit, become eggplant. Oh my god, if I get hit by this how do I dodge that? Because if I move forward, the eggplant wizard eggplant on the lower floor is gonna hit me. And if I stand, how the fuck do I dodge that? Amazing eggplant RNG. Holy shit. Incredible. I'm gonna consult the map one more time just to see if I can hit up that hot spring. It doesn't look like I can, but I'm... No, there's no way. If I went to the hot spring, I would have to go all the way around. So my options here are fight Pandora with no health, or go to the hot spring and then go like all the way around. We could fight Brad Armstrong and grind for hearts so we can get a potion. I got 3 potions. A little bit of health, like a little teeny tiny bit of health. How long would this take to get... They give me 10 hearts. Oh, okay, let's just fight Pandora. Fuck it. My one Centurion friend is... that's my ride or die homie. Oh, he's dead. No! That was my friend! Correct me if I'm misremembering. Didn't they make her hot in Kid Icarus Uprising? In this game, she's an orb lady. Didn't they yassified her in Uprising? They made her like a sexy MILF lady? Ow. One of them hit you with the Armstrong style martial arts and whoop my ass? I wouldn't even be mad. I'd be like, yep. Bro hit me with the WASD combos. He hit me with the fireball. He hit me with the head slide. What if Brad Armstrong went, how about next time you get a board that can handle the Armstrong style? Later, buzzo! That's a Lisa the Painful reference for all the Lisa heads in chat. Ow. I need to stop running into the orb. I've got 1 heal left. Need to play it, but you watch playthroughs of it and remember enough. Kid Icarus Uprising or Lisa? Because Lisa, I absolutely recommend you play. Kid Icarus Uprising, unfortunately, I tried to play it recently and it really hurt my freaking hands. Lisa? Oh yeah, Lisa's phenomenal. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and fight Medusa. Got the 3 sacred treasures. Pandora is still a flame orb in Uprising. Maybe I'm thinking of the other lady. The, like, thunder lady. This part plays like Gradius or R-Type. It's a fun little shmup. She gets into the Fountain of Youth or something and becomes a banana babe. Top 10 banana babes! Number 1, Wrinkly Kong. This game is so neat, even though it's a little cockular. it really did take me a long time before I started to like enjoy this game as a video game. You know, when I was playing it on the virtual console as a kid, I was like, yeah, it looks cool. I like the soundtrack. I like, you know, the graphics. I really like the way this game looks. But it was just so hard and I couldn't get a feel for it. But once you understand the weird quirks and the nuances of Kid Icarus's gameplay, it's legitimately a fun platforming like adventure game. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing a new 2D Kid Icarus, but also I wouldn't be opposed to seeing a new Kid Icarus in any capacity. Please, Nintendo, new Kid Icarus that'd be cool. You should play Fear and Hunger too. Fear and Hunger is a game that I can kind of appreciate, but it's just so miserable and just grimdark, and it's just like suffering. Like, I kind of like it. I played a little bit, and then I watched a playthrough of, what's her name? Namor in Peace. I watched her playthrough of it. But it is one of those, like, it's just so miserable that it's kind of exhausting. I think the one RPG Maker game that I recommend to everybody is Space Funeral because it's genuinely bizarre, but not in a forced, quirky way. It's just a sincerely lovably strange game. Like, it's not trying too hard to be quirky or ridiculous. It's just a legitimately strange game. I love Space Funeral. And you can beat it in like an hour. There's no way to make Pit fly faster. I hope I don't die. We're at the end. Yeah, in terms of future streams, the only thing I have on the itinerary is Jak 2. And Nuts and Bolts if I can get Xenia cooperating. If I can get it in a state that I'm content with, like, streaming it. I've got it working in Xenia, but there's still graphical issues. I showed it off the other night. But if I can get it in, like, a playable, streamable state, absolutely, we're doing Nuts and Bolts. Need to get into RPG Maker games. Haven't played any of those. There are so many, and a lot of them are really good. I know Ao Oni is kind of a meme, but Ao Oni is legit. I love Ao Oni. There's Thanatos. And Medusa, Thanatos and Medusa. Fuck. She's such a baddie in Uprising. Uprising just has hella bad bitches. I don't know why they were locked in for Kid Icarus Uprising. Okay, we're gonna run that back. I just wish I could like tap the A button to make Pit flap his wings a little bit faster so you can move a little bit faster because he's very slow. Yeah, in terms of RPG Maker games, Space Funeral and Ao Oni are the two that immediately come to mind for me. I guess Space Funeral isn't really a horror game, but it is bizarre. Like, very, very strange. It's not even worth it to kill that guy, because he just explodes into a million pieces and wrecks my shit. This is such a cool looking level. Like, I love the aesthetic of NES Kid Icarus. It's almost like you're gonna scoff at this, but it's almost like Vaporwave, and maybe I'm just saying that because of the statues in the background. But the color palette, it's neon. I guess neon is just a better word for it, but Kid Icarus on NES and Metroid have such a cool aesthetic. The art direction, the pixel work, the sprite work. He has a completely different design. Yeah, isn't he like a big fat guy in Uprising? He does not look like a snake like he does in this game. Yeah, I think this level would be more fun if you could, like, tap the A button to flap your wings faster, because you're very slow. Big fat clown man.
I'm Clown Man. I see you in my dreams.
Not even gonna kill that guy. Not worth it. Now I'm gonna kill you. Damn, is it even possible to make it to Medusa without getting my shit rocked by these enemies? I know you have to kill a certain number of enemies or else the stage loops endlessly, which I didn't realize on my first playthrough because I just found a spot where I was safe and the enemies couldn't hit me and I was like, this is a long-ass level. But I think you need to kill a certain number of enemies before you can fight Medusa. Sniper spree. Y'all know me. I'm the NC sniper. I'm the Carolina sniper. Don't step. Get your wig split like Kid Icarus. Okay. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back, Medusa. Man. Oh, man. Thanatos is the problem. Because I can just deflect the eyeball missiles with the mirror shield. I just need to be more patient. Patience fans be like, not yet. Okay. So true. Yeah, just don't kill that guy, I guess, because he explodes into a million freaking pieces. Or at least wait till he's on the edge of the screen. I feel like I'm not gonna kill enough enemies if I keep playing like this. What is this guy's problem? Fuck you, dude. Sniper spree. Double kill. Triple kill. Wait. Triple kill. I'm the NC sniper, baby. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Just ignore the past, like, 15 minutes of gameplay trying to kill Medusa. Oh my god, I was doing so good and now I'm getting my shit clocked. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. It would be cool for this final level if they flipped it and the hearts actually healed you, because at this point, you don't buy anything, so the hearts are extra, like, superfluous. I guess they give you more points. But you get points for killing the enemies themselves, so, I don't know. It would be nice to be able to heal, is what I'm saying. Double kill. Triple kill. Kilimanjaro. Okay. Man, if only I had a potion for this. Potion would come in clutch. Thanatos, can you fuck off? Fuck. Oh, I do have a potion. What the hell? I got a good rhythm going. Yeah, let's go. Okay, cool. Well, there you go. That's Kid Icarus. Tough as nails, but definitely not the hardest game on NES. Let's see what ending I get. Oh, I thought I would at least get like the second best ending. How many points do you gotta get the good ending? There's multiple endings to this game depending on your score, but I thought I had at least like 500k, right? Medusa was destroyed and light of peace returned to Angel Land, but in order to maintain peace, Pit's struggle continues. He turned into a Peepo monkey. Yeah, he looked like straight out Ape Escape. Yeah, this is such a cool game. I don't blame anybody for not liking it, because it can be very frustrating, especially early on. The first couple of levels are just brutal, but I dig Kid Icarus. It took a while for me to appreciate this game, but I love it. I love the sprite work, the character design, the vibes of this game. I love the gameplay when you figure out, you know, the mechanics. Shout out Hip Tanaka, the freaking man. Thanks, Azura. And thanks all of you who tuned in tonight. I'll let these credits ride out. Rest in peace, Gunpei Yokoi. Me? Me? The hero? Me? The end. You get New Game Plus. You can play through the whole game with all of your upgrades. So I guess if you want to play Kid Icarus and not like struggle with the first couple of levels, which I think is part of the fun, like slowly becoming more and more powerful and clawing your way out of the underworld, you could enter a password. So now we enter this room. I guess I still don't have enough score. Yeah, you must need like hella score in order to activate this room. But there is a New Game Plus. You can play the game with your upgrades. And if you wanted to, you could just enter a password at the beginning. And you could start the game with like the upgrades. Which is fun. It's also fun to do that. But I think a big part of the fun is the reward of getting your abilities and stuff. Go ahead and play the first level at least. I'm not going to do another playthrough, but let's go ahead and speed run this level like a twisted psychopath. Wyatt, the developer. Yeah, I actually made Kid Icarus, believe it or not. I do think that the items in the shop should be cheaper. And I think potions should heal you more. They only heal like a tiny little sliver of health. I'm so bad at this gambling game, but I'm pretty sure it's luck, so... I don't know how you could be good at a luck-based game, but I'm most certainly not. Dude, this soundtrack bumps. This is such a good game. Get bitched on, pal. Yeah, see how quickly you can breeze through the level with the upgrades? Like, it's fun to do New Game Plus, and if you wanted to enter a password to start the game, like totally pimped out with the upgrades, it's also fun, but there's no sense of reward there, you know? But there you go, Kid Icarus. One of my favorite NES games. I would say this is a top 10 NES game for me, for sure. Up there with Mario 3, Mega Man 2 and 3, Zelda 1 and 2. Just off the dome. Shatterhand, that's a great game. Basically any Sunsoft game, Batman, for sure, great. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the stream tonight. I might come at you tomorrow with some Sonic R Sundays or something else. And Jak 2. We're gonna stream Jak 2 soon. I don't know when, but we're gonna get that popping soon. Thank you all for tuning into the stream. Hope you're having a great weekend, everybody. I'll probably see you tomorrow. And yeah, have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye.